So it's obvious you've been putting forth a lot of dedication over the last couple of years you've been on campus. How has that shaped you as a player?
I guess just kind of the whole ACU, thinking about the whole ACU experience since I've been here the last 3 years. I've really changed a lot, I think, in the last 3 years. And no credit to my own self. I think it's all been through other people, professors, kind of mentors of mine, disciplers. Just the whole culture of ACU is faith first. It took me maybe a year to kind of jump into that whole train, and I became a Christian my junior year of high school, but it wasn't probably until a couple of years ago that I really started growing.
Coach Stroll has said he's really happy to not only have so many Abilene natives on his team, but on his starting offensive line. Tell us what it's like to play alongside fellow Abilenians like Slade Anderson and John Crisp.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I love playing, especially playing right next to John. Slade's on the other side, so it's always fun playing with both of them. But John and I have a pretty unique relationship. I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. We really kind of started growing as pretty good friends, I guess, our freshman year, and we kind of swapped positions. Most of the year I played right guard, he played right tackle, and then we'd switch, and then I'd play right tackle, he'd play right guard. So it's just kind of funny how it worked out, but it's a funny relationship, really good friendship too, yeah.
Well, you've not only proved yourself on the field, but also on ACU's campus and surrounding community as well. As a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a member of Gamma Sigma Phi, and even a sing-song participant, how do you manage to balance all of it?
Well, it is a juggling act for sure. I think you have to balance it or you will get extremely weighed down. Kind of alluding back to what we were just talking about earlier of kind of the whole ACU experience, and 3 hours of practice at night, and you have film study during the day, you have football homework, you have school homework, you have relationships outside of football and things that you care about, and which I do. And so it's not kind of like I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm obligated to do this. Like, no, I enjoy it, and I find joy in doing all these things.
We understand you have a pretty great dog named Moose. Do you mind sharing with us how you got Moose?
I got her in high school, my junior year of high school. She was actually a Make-A-Wish dog, and she's pretty awesome. I was always showing pictures to people. She has her own Instagram, so if you want to go follow her, Moosey_the_Mastiff. So anytime I can go and spend with Moose, it's always pretty fun.
Now, being on the offensive line, you don't always get in the limelight. Tell us what you enjoy most about being on the line.
I've always kind of been an offensive lineman at heart, I think. At 7th grade, the first year for me to really play football, I tried to play quarterback, and about a weekend I had a coach come to me and say, put his arm around me real tender-like, and he was just like, hey, you're not a quarterback, so let's try to stick to this O-line thing. And kind of since then, man, it's always been fun. It's a really physical position, and so I enjoy the physicality of it. It's kind of, you can kind of get a bunch of aggression out, and it's legal, and you don't have to pay consequences for it. But yeah, I enjoy the physicality of it, and kind of the whole recognition that you're not really receiving a lot of recognition, and so it kind of keeps you humble. It keeps you really humble, yeah.